There are some things in this world that go way beyond human understanding. Things that cannot be explained, things that most people don't want to know about. That is where we come.
Do you know what the most frightening thing in the world is? It's fear.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
I'm afraid!
Don't be afraid!
No. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
It's all true. The boogeyman is real. And you found him.
When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk here.
I see dead people.
Listen to them. Children of the night. What music they make.
They're here.
And good evening, morning, or afternoon, whenever you're listening to this awesome podcast. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to
Ghost
Frickin'
Talkin'.
Ghost Frickin' Talkin'. We are a paranormal podcast where we love to talk the spooky and the creepy and the things that go bump in the night. I am your humble host. I am Nick, and I am joined by my son,
Trenton.
And we are father-son duo team here talking about all the stuff that you guys have tuned in to listen to. I want to give out a huge thanks to Wolf Hollow for hosting us on our last episode.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
We did a live podcast from their store. We did two-hour podcasts from their store. And I thought it came out pretty good. What were your thoughts of that?
It was pretty cool. Met a lot of cool people that did a lot of cool stories. Met some creepy things there. Just had fun with it. It's a cool experience to have.
Yeah, and they liked us so much they want to have us back again for another awesome paranormal podcast live from Wolf Hollow.
Nice. That sounds cool.
Yeah. So if you guys are listening to us via podcast, make sure to leave a review for us and give us a like so other people will be able to find us within the algorithms of the podcast world.
Algorithms.
And if you are tuning in via YouTube, you can see that we are being unofficially, what do we want to call it? Promoted?
We're promoting.
We're unofficially promoting this item here in front of us. It's called Liquid Death. What is Liquid Death?
Out in water? How am I supposed to say anything? I don't know about it.
It's a can of water, and in one of our later segments, we are going to actually try Liquid Death for the first time. But you had to figure with a awesome looking can which has a skull on it, and it's called Liquid Death. How could we not have fun with this on our podcast tonight?
I mean, it looks like beer, so.
Yeah, it does. It looks like one of those White Claws, that all the basic bitches are drinking nowadays. But there's no alcohol in here, so you can be a basic dude drinking basic water and not a basic bitch drinking White Claws. But yeah, it is. I want to say it's the world's first canned water that's not carbonated. It's like straight water from what did they say? From the mountains of Austria.
From the frosty can of pristine Austrian mountain water.
Austrian mountain water. Foster's Austrian for beer.
Austrian, mate.
Austria, I believe, is different than Australia, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I think Austria, isn't that where Arnold Schwarzenegger is from? I've come to pump you up because I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That sounded nothing like him. I'm sorry to say that, but it's nothing like him.
What if if Arnold Schwarzenegger was a like a tarot card reader or a fortune teller? He'd be like, "Come, let me tell you your future.
You must get to the chopper.
You must get to the chopper, otherwise you will die a young man."
Yes, just yes.
So yeah, guys. So if you guys are tuning in via YouTube, make sure to leave a like here on this video, and leave a comment, because comments should still be active for this channel, because we are saying fuck you, Copa. What is it? Copa. Fuck you, Copa. We're not a child-friendly channel.
And for the first comment gets pinned.
Yeah, first comment gets pinned right here on this channel. All right, guys, so tonight we're going to talk about a couple things. We're going to dive into liquid death, not literally, because we only have one can, so we can't really dive into it, but we will do a taste test live here, and we'll talk a little bit about the marketing that they did with liquid death, because it's pretty epic. You even have to sign your soul to the company to be part of their club Liquid Death. You have to sell your soul to them.
I'm just still disappointed in you for that joke that you made, like, when you first started. Oh, we can't dive into it since it's only a can. Wow, I didn't know that. Oh,
dad jokes abound, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you have to look forward to on this podcast. We'd love to have fun. We are not your normal paranormal podcast where we're like, okay, we saw a ghost and it boo, and his name is
boo.
Yeah, his name is Casper. No, we like to have fun with it. We like to put our own spin on things and give our unprofessional opinion on stuff we don't understand.
We are paranormal activity.
Paranormal activity.
What's his face?
Huh?
Like Nick and stuff like that. For
paranormal investigators.
Yeah, paranormal investigators. We're the wannabes.
Yeah, we are here to believe you or totally debunk you and make fun of your ass.
Yeah, it's leaves.
It's leaves.
It has to make it in at least every one of our videos.
Speaking of debunking and stuff like that, since we haven't had any like personal paranormal experiences here lately, our ghost has been totally gone, dude. Gone. Unless you've had experiences other, at your mom's or here, or
it's just, it might be like because I live by like different like neighbors and stuff, but you can like sometimes hear like stuff like walking like in the house. Then stuff knocking on the wall, but that's also Logan, because he's on the top bunk and he's the same thing as me on the same wall.
Yeah, so it could be easily debunked.
Yeah, so
speaking of easily debunked, we watched a video tonight because a local radio station had a paranormal night at our very favorite Tinker Swiss Cottage, and their video has actually hit other paranormal podcasts and stuff like that I follow on Facebook, and so their video is becoming on normal rounds of everybody, and they're saying this is one of the greatest spectacles of paranormal evidence ever at Tinker Swiss Cottage with dowsing rods.
I don't believe them. It's like, the human body moves. Like, no matter how still you are doing it, you're always moving.
All right, so if anyone out there listening has ever experimented with dowsing rods, write to us at
ghostft@yahoo.com.
Yeah, or leave a comment here on our YouTube channel. But make sure to write to us at ghostft@yahoo.com. I didn't even notice that on our screen that Krampus was still here. Well,
what's up, Krampus?
I guess it is still Krampus time.
Yeah.
It is only like 2 days, till Christmas. So I guess Krampus can stick around until...
Actually, it's 3 days till Christmas.
3 days, whatever.
Oh.
Well, it'll probably be 2 days by the time this podcast actually
when
drops.
a podcast pops up, it'd be Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve, yeah.
Cause today's Christmas Eve.
Eve.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah. But by the time a lot of people will probably be listening to this podcast, it'll be Halloween next year.
That'd be pretty cool.
But dowsing rods, dude. Basically, it's 2 sticks, metal sticks that you hold in your hands, and it's in like kind of a swivel handle thing that you hold, and supposedly, if you ask the spirit can turn the dowsing rods and stuff like that. But as we were watching, you could actually tell them moving their wrists to try to get, it's just like the faintest move on a wrist that's going to send these things.
Yeah, because like the thing is, it's like even the slightest movement can like make a lot,
and not even saying that they're, I think the one lady was trying to fake it as much as possible. But the actual radio DJ, whether he just couldn't keep his hand still or whatever or whatnot, but yeah, it was like I don't believe in the dowsing rods at all. Supposedly what dowsing rods were for were, let's say you're out in the desert and you needed to find water, because supposedly dowsing rods would point to waterways. It's like kind of a magnetic pull towards water.
Yeah, see, like, once again, magnetic pulls, just stuff,
Yeah, but the thing is that they were like, make it go in for yes. Or the one that I thought was totally ridiculous. There was a map that was on the side of the lady, and the guy's like, well, can you make those turn towards the map? And she takes her entire body. She's like, whoa. It's like, I'm like, oh, jeez. I'm like, this is bad. And this is getting national views, and not our, experience that we had at Tinker Swiss with it actually calling out our YouTube channel.
Yeah, and calling out different spirits for all this stuff.
Yeah, spirits that are tied to our house.
Exactly.
And it wasn't just, it wasn't like, oh yeah, Bob. It was Lexi. And how often are you hearing the name Lexi anywhere?
I don't even know a person named Lexi anymore.
Yeah. So, it's if you guys haven't checked that out, we do have a video.
We should just put like the one thing in, like during the video.
Put it in right now. All right. So I will insert it to this podcast right now, and you guys can listen to it. The following Phasma Box clip you're about to hear is simply unbelievable. What you are about to hear is something that I didn't put together when I was at Tinker Swiss. It was when I was editing this video down that I realized something.
Lexi is in here.
Lexi is in here?
Thanks for text.
What do you think it said?
I thought it said Lexi is in here.
Do you have a name?
What? Sound like a girl.
Yeah. What?
Lexi.
Lexi.
Unfortunately, with us both talking at the same time, you are unable to hear the box actually say Lexi, as it is trying to confirm that its name was Lexi instead of Lex. We were able to hear this with our own ears, but like I said, unfortunately, it was not on camera. Amazingly, the spirits that came through the Phasma box at the Tinker Swiss cottage referred to Lexi, a spirit we had talked to in a previous video at our own house. And then it said push the red button. The red button is YouTube. And then says at the Brickheads.
Lexi is in here.
Lexi is in here?
Thanks for text.
Alright, so see, dude, it actually said Lexi isn't here.
Push the red button.
Push the red button. It's at Brickheads. And our other YouTube channel is called The Brickhead Family, and we call ourselves The Brickheads. So it wasn't like, it was like strung along in multiple times. It was like bing, bang, boom, straight across the board like that. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is a paranormal experience that can't be explained.
I mean, it just it's more than just an experience. It's more like connecting things to each other. It's like opening more doors to like, like
these spirits in
Yeah.
Tinker Swiss house know that Lexi wasn't there, but she was at our house because that's our resident ghost.
Yeah, and they could go through the internet waves and stuff like that, just like how would they know about us, you know?
Yeah, and I'm not going to do it on this episode, but that was that item that I downloaded on the computer.
Yeah.
That you say is full of shit to begin with.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe,
so we haven't really tested it out too much for that spirit box, or what was it? It's not the spirit box.
It's like an Ovilus.
It's kind of like an iOvilus, but for computer waves. And we'll pop that up. I know I've been teasing it the last couple episodes. But we'll get that here on a future episode. But like I said, it is Christmas time, and we did talk about some of the creepy stuff that was tied to Christmas. So if you guys want to go back and check out our Wolf Hollow Live, we did talk about Krampus and how him and Santa Claus are homeboys, and
you learned a lot of stuff that you never even would have thought about Christmas.
Yeah, how Elf on the Shelf was that Tomke elf. Basically, that's what that idea went with. And what did we also talk about? We talked about why people hang wreaths on their door, because it's the pointy, pokey things are supposed to keep the spirits out of your house. We talked about a witch that comes in Italy and cleans your house and delivers kids presents and stuff like that.
I mean, we could.
And the number one thing we learned, every freaking story was, you did not want to be a kid back in the day and do something wrong.
You would have got either beaten, B, eaten, C, just whatever bad happens to you.
What I can't get over is that parents would pay their neighbors to come in dressed as a demon type character, Black Peter, and beat the fuck out of your kids.
It's like you call out Kevin, like, yo, Kevin, I need you to come over here and
take care of this Jigglypuff guy.
Yeah, he's been naughty this year. You need to take him to the cleaners.
Speaking of naughty, there is a national database from Santa Claus himself of people that are on the naughty list and on the nice list. I, ladies and gentlemen, am on the nice list. You, sir, are very much on the naughty list.
It's only funny because of another reason, but you can continue your thing first.
Oh, what I found it funny is that not only it is Trenton, which is your actual name, was on the naughty list, but your shortened version, Trent, was on the naughty list as well. So they knew damn well that either way you're going to end up on the naughty list.
Like the Santa Claus, because we went on a Polar Express type ride, and Santa Claus was there, and he was giving out bells, and then he looked at me. He's like, I can tell if someone's been naughty or nice. He took a good look at me and said, well, at least you tried, and handed me the bell. Then I just started dying laughing. My mom started dying laughing because we all knew I was on the naughty list.
Yeah, so was he the real Santa? Did he know?
He might.
Is he the one that pinned you onto that naughty list?
He probably did.
So you need to work on 2020 and getting back on a nice list there, sir.
Hey, I'm already working on it since I was on the naughty list, but he gave me a present for trying to be nice.
Ah, okay. If you guys can't hear it, my cats are kicking each other's ass in the background here.
So, they're like beating each other up against the door and everything.
Yeah, so don't think that that's spirits or anything. That is my cats whooping each other.
One sitting a chair and everything.
Oh, here we go. Did you guys hear that? All right. I do we break this up?
Nah, they're cats. We gotta let them.
All right, guys. So what we're going to do tonight, like I said, we're going to talk about liquid death, and then we're going to steal stories from one of the craziest places in the world you can go to. Because all these people on this website are assholes to begin with. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking Reddit.
Reddit. I love Reddit so much.
Just being a YouTuber, Redditors are big assholes when it comes to us YouTubers.
I know, but Redditors are so funny. I'm sorry.
All these keyboard jockeys that love to act like they're all hard asses behind a keyboard and say, "Oh, that's self-promoting your YouTube channel," and all that kind of shit.
Are you a little short to be dressing up? Are you a little old to be dressing?
Are you? You're a little too chunky to be wearing that stormtrooper outfit. So we'll jump right into Liquid Death here, right after this small break from our own merch shop at Spreadshop.com, and it is Ghost Frickin' Talkin' merch. Yes. You can buy yourself a t-shirt, you can buy yourself a hoodie like I got here, or you can even buy a coffee cup or a dog bandana. Ladies and gentlemen, here's your commercial.
If you want your very own Ghost Frickin' Talkin' t-shirts, coffee cups, and heck, even dog bandanas, head to the link below.
Alright guys, welcome back. So if you guys can, support the channel, because all the money that's brought in through our merch gets put right back in our channel with new microphones, new computer that we need.
Yeah, we really need a computer.
So all that comes back to the channel itself. Alright guys, so tonight our unofficial sponsor is Liquid Death. Liquid Death is a mountain water
from the Austrian mountain water.
All right, like we were saying, as you can see, if you guys are tuning in via our YouTube channel, you can see that it looks like it's a tall boy. It looks like it's a White Claw. Am I calling it? Is it White Claw?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to
or
beer.
That Truly or White Claw or whatever that alcoholic water beverage is. But this is non-alcoholic. This is straight water. I guess it could be gay water.
I was waiting for it. I was like, oh, you said straight. Oh, he's gonna say gay soon.
But we don't know. We don't know how good this water is as of yet. So this could be a bomb for a sponsor that's not sponsoring us, but sponsoring us, unsponsoring us.
Just let's drink the water, please.
All right. So a little behind the scenes here are the history of Liquid Death. I seen an ad on Facebook one time. It said, "Sell your soul for water." I'm like, I am not that fucking thirsty to begin with. And then I was like, even if I wanted to sell my soul, I couldn't because I don't have one, ladies and gentlemen. I sold that a long time ago for probably a cheeseburger or something along the way.
Really?
I don't know, dude. I think that would be something I would do. I'd be like, the devil would be like, "I want your soul." I'd be like,
"Yeah,
I want a fucking good cheeseburger. Give me a cheeseburger in paradise, bitch." Throw on some of that devil spice. And then I could wash it down with some Liquid Death. But yeah, there is a marketing campaign for Liquid Death that you can sign your soul over to the company to join their club. It's like their VIP club where you get like coupons or something, or get invited to events and stuff like that. It's kind of like the yuppity water company. I think they're trying to go for.
So how many cults do you think have signed up for this thing? So you'd be like at a party or something, you just see like 5 different cults just come in.
Yeah, right. You're gonna have cults and Karens signed up for this thing.
Oh,
you know Karen always wants to be part of something.
Imagine that, just like no.
And then Karen be like, "Can I talk to the manager because I want my soul back because this water is shit." And they'd be like, "Who are you?" "I'm Karen." And they'd be like, "Oh shit, get Karen her soul back," because we don't want Karens here.
They just have like a Just like a pull jar of just like straight Karens. Like, you gotta scroll through.
Yeah, right. And they all have the same haircut. And
Yeah, he's like, no, no,
not Karen, not Karen. But yeah, the marketing campaign is really awesome. I want you guys to see this commercial that they have for this thing. I'm going to flip over to our other screen here. So
From just looking at it, I'm just disappointed.
The commercial?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's pretty badass. So if you guys want to check out this commercial, tune in right now to our YouTube channel to check it out, because it's going to be playing right here on the thing, our YouTube thing. All right, here we go. And let's go full screen. Can we go full screen? There we go. And let's rock out.
Sourced and bottled in majestic mountains, liquid death mountain water will murder your thirst.
Yeah!
What?
Dude, it's just this monster can going around just slicing people to death. Legs gone. Yeah, right into a blender. Dude. Alright. I don't know how you could be disappointed by this commercial, bro.
I'm not disappointed anymore.
Murder your thirst, 100%
Available at Amazon.
Oh, dude. Okay.
I am just.
Yeah, that's.
I'm going to just applaud to that. I'm sorry.
All right, dude. So.
Best commercial, 10 out of 10.
All right, so now are you
more hyped to drink this.
Are you more hyped to drink this?
I'm more hyped to drink this. Just the dude just walks in.
That was the art done by. If you guys have ever checked out on Adult Swim, it's a TV show called Mr. Pickles. It's a satanic dog that goes around and doing that same shit like every episode. But that makes you want to drink more, doesn't it?
It does.
It's like, quench your thirst with some death water.
You're like, yeah.
Yeah, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do now, we are actually going to open up and taste the liquid death. That we didn't have to sell our soul, because you know where I found this from?
Well, let me guess. Wolf Hollow.
Yeah, we found it at Wolf Hollow. Liz and Randy at Wolf Hollow started carrying this in their store. So instead of signing your life over for just $3, you can get yourself a can of liquid death. All right, so I got these awesome cups. Look at this is if you guys are checking out on our YouTube channel, we have some champagne cups. It is 11 o'clock, and we have Christmas music in the background.
We're going to get copyrighted. Everyone keep talking so we don't get copyrighted.
Don't get copyrighted.
Look at this. Liquid death.
Oh,
yeah.
liquid death.
Yeah,
Liquid death.
We gotta,
and jingle your bells.
Yeah.
Jingle your bells with liquid death. Okay.
We're good.
Christmas song is done. All right, so.
I want red.
Like I said, it is a tall boy can. All right, let's listen. Let's listen.
It got on me.
It sounds like you're popping open a PBR. All right, so here we go. And I'll give you some. And I had it in the freezer.
Why, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. And then here, I'm going to pour it in. Here you guys
Is this
can hear
aged well?
The sultry sounds of liquid death. All right. So here we are. Here's my cup of death. And you got your cup of death?
Yes, I like. What age is this? What year?
I believe this is a 2017. No, 2019. Yeah, 2019.
It was a semi-good year.
All right, you got to whiff it around your nose first. You got to shake it and let it breathe. All right.
It's too bad I have a stuffy nose.
All right, so cheers to the liquid death, sir. Here we go.
When in doubt, pinky out.
Pinky out. Pinky out. And ladies and gentlemen, that's water.
That's water.
It's water. Yeah, it's water.
Yeah, it's water. These guys are gonna make a living. I'm sorry. This is the smartest thing somebody's ever freaking done.
Dude, we could fill cans at our sink, dude, and be like, we'll call it splatter your brain, and then we'll have brain splattered everywhere, or we'll call it alien piss.
Yes, it's water. I'm severely disappointed, but yet it's so smart. They're probably making like 2 cents off of this because it's just water.
Dude, they're making more than 2 cents off of this, dude. It probably cost them.
Yeah,
2 cents
that's what I
to
meant. It cost them 2 cents to just make the can, and probably like 3 cents for the water.
Yeah,
it's just like, and then you're selling this for like $2 or $3. Man, you're making like heck of a living.
Yeah, I think I have the actual, because you buy the case off of Amazon.com. If you want to order your Liquid Death, go to Amazon.com. I'll leave a link in the description of this video. But a 12-pack of Liquid Death is $21.99. So
this water better be made from gods or something.
It's the tears of God. I'm not saying it's bad water. I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen, it tastes like water. There's no carbonation to it. So it's like you would get like an Aquafina or an Ice Mountain.
It's Fiji. It's Fiji water.
Yeah. Yeah, I would probably say it's kind of like around the Fiji type water. But their whole marketing behind it is saying that why they put it in cans is because plastic bottles are becoming, big in landfills and not going anywhere. And so they're saying death to plastic and go back to cans because cans are easily recyclable more than bottles are.
So that's why. Okay, I get it. Liquid Death.
Plus, you get 3 cents if you return it into a place. Was it Michigan?
Really?
Yeah, usually if you could take a can back to like Michigan or something, you get like 3 cents deposit for it. So
road trip, holiday, bro.
But Liquid Death, yeah, it's water. Liquid Death, it's water.
To be honest with you, it's like I'm disappointed, but yet the commercial hyped it up so much.
Yeah, the commercial gets you pretty hyped, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does.
So as I swirl around my mouth, maybe I get a different taste to it. It's still water.
Maybe they should have changed it to a different color.
What, like red?
Yeah.
It'd be then it wouldn't be 100% water. Then you'd have to put in all those chemical dyes and stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Because you're going to Walmart, you're like, oh son, need to go get some Liquid Death really quick. We're running low on Liquid Death.
We're running low on Liquid Death. But yeah, I was really excited when I seen on Wolf Hollow's Facebook page the other day that they had Liquid Death there. I'm like, dude, we have to try that and put it on the show. And I don't think it didn't disappoint, but it's just water. The whole marketing campaign behind it is really cool.
Yeah.
I doubt that Karens will like it too much. More than likely, Karen has written a letter or two to this company saying, my kid just showed me your commercial for your water, and I don't appreciate that guy getting his brains kicked in and decapitated and water flowing through his severed head onto the ground. Or that guy, he was just sitting there in his lazy boy chair and he got kicked into the wall and splattered. or that nice little chef guy, he was doing a little chefy TV show and he got his face put in the fucking blender. I need that commercial removed off the TV, please.
You went to a hillbilly accent. Like,
was that not a Karen accent?
You went to a hillbilly accent. You started off well, and then you just went downhill.
I just kind of well, that's what Karens do. Karens travel downhill.
But they don't change their voices because of it.
All right, on a let's give it a scale of 1 to 10. What do you give Liquid Death? 10 being good, 1 being bad.
What do you want to rate it about? Like the water quality?
What is your Liquid Death experience? Well, we'll do 2 different ones. The quality of water.
If I would have to say if it wasn't like cold and it was warm, I wouldn't really like it. But if it was really cold, and it's probably like a solid 8 or 9. Water.
Yeah, because I had the can in the freezer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was actually frozen when I took it out for the show.
Oh, nice.
So it was nice and cold.
Yeah, it's better cold. So yeah, 8.5.
8.5. Yeah, it's definitely not, because you can have some bad water that tastes like dust. Sometimes it kind of has a dusty taste to it, kind of like that cheap ass water that you get for like 2 cents at some knockoff grocery store or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the water's good. I like that the water could probably stay cold with it being in a can, because the can's gonna hold the cold more than what a plastic bottle will.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the end, it's water. I give it, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it a solid 8, because it's not bad water, but it's water. And this is coming. I barely drink water to begin with. But yeah, I'd definitely drink it just because it says Liquid Death, because that is a great marketing campaign they got going on there.
I think it should just have a cap to it. Because like on top of here, a cap.
Oh, definitely.
Just to preserve.
Yeah.
Because who's gonna drink it all? Take it on the road. Who's gonna drink it all and like?
Yeah, because you're thinking like a water bottle has a screw top on it, stuff like that.
Just a good marketing strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Liquid Death, the marketing is definitely a 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You got that kind of commercial. You made the news headlines saying sell your soul to this company for their water. So yeah, Liquid Death, definitely. If you guys like us enough, send us a whole entire case of Liquid Death, and we will drink an entire case sitting here on one of our shows.
We will, and
then we will definitely pee all over the place in here,
dude. I want this to be our sponsor.
You want Liquid Death is the sponsor of Ghost Freaking Talking.
No, it would be a really cool sponsor, to have Liquid Death, be like one of those like Fortniters or your Minecrafters that have like Red Bulls sitting there drinking on the stream or something. Yeah, no, we have Liquid Death, which is like water.
And then when you drink it, you gotta drink it with the label out. So you gotta be like, I'm thirsty for Liquid Death. But yeah, it's really cool. So if you guys want to taste some water, but you want an experience behind it, watch the commercial, get hyped for it, grab yourself a Liquid Death, and it's a cool can. It's got a cool design on it, and it's definitely going to go on my shelf of skulls, because I like to collect skull stuff.
Yeah,
so that's definitely going in my collection. But yeah, I'd definitely pick up another can.
That's pretty. Yeah, I would.
If I went to Wolf Hall on State Street in Rockford, Illinois, or order it from Amazon.com. So go on to Amazon.com, buy yourself some Liquid Death, or stop at Wolf Hall and tell them that.
The brick of it.
I caught you.
Darn it.
Tell them that Ghost FT. No.
At yahoo.com.
No. Tell them. I don't even know what we're. Tell them that Ghost Freaking Talking sent you, and that Ghost Freaking Talking. Do we love people? Do we love people on this channel?
No, we hate them.
We hate them. Definitely. All right, guys.
But you know what I do love? Liquid Death.
Liquid Death. Yes. Nothing goes down my throat like death.
Please never say that ever again. Someone's in the comment section is going to say something else.
All right, guys. So right after this break, we're going to dive into the world of the nasty Reddit people. Ugh, I hate Redditors, but we're going to steal their stories after this. All right, so go to the Ghost Freaking Talking Gear shop. You can follow the link and order your very own Ghost Freaking Talking t-shirt. Many designs, many colors are available. And you can even get it put on a coffee mug or a dog band. All right, guys, so we are back. So make sure to get yourself some Ghost Freaking Talking gear. And make sure, because this section of our video is usually held for your very own personal ghost stories. But none of you motherfuckers are writing to us.
At ghostft@yahoo.com.
Make sure, if you have a paranormal experience, make sure to write to us at
ghostft@yahoo.com.
And we will read your story right here on the air. All right, so since you guys aren't writing to us like a bunch of pussies, we are going to dive into the world of Reddit.
I'm sorry, guys. I love you. It's okay.
You love Redditors?
No, not Redditors. I'm just saying, like, you're making fun of the people that don't put in stuff.
oh, yeah. All right, so, okay. Like I said, a little history behind Reddit. I hate Reddit because Reddit hates YouTubers because they call us self-promoting and, how, if we even say, oh, yeah, well, I have a YouTube channel, it's not like slapping my, videos in your face being like, oh, check this out. I'll be like, well, being a YouTuber, I did this, that. Well, you should see self-promoting. We don't do that here on Reddit. We just like to jerk each other off. Wait, what? You do what at Reddit? Plus, Reddit's so hard because there's so many subreddits and, sub of this one, sub of this one. But I have found the paranormal Reddit. So we are stealing some paranormal stories. I'm going to just grab like the top 3, 4 maybe we'll read and talk about. All right, so the top one that's out there right now as of what is it, today's December 22nd, 23rd?
22nd.
A strange voice that acknowledged us looking toward, or a strange voice that acknowledged us looking towards it is the title of this Reddit post. Here's a really strange thing that happened at my parents' house a week or 2 ago. I can't get it out of my head because of how bizarre it was. To give a little description of their house, it's an open floor plan, so there aren't any walls obscuring any room. The only rooms that have walls are the bedrooms, and that's really it, because he doesn't want to watch his parents having sex. That'd be gross.
Continue the story, please. Just continue the story.
Me and my dad were the only ones home, and we were watching The Mandalorian. Did Disney Plus just put this Reddit post out here just to promote?
Self-promoting.
Self-promoting Disney Plus.
Banhammer 'em. Boom.
Damn it, Disney Plus sneaking into the fucking subreddit of the paranormal community.
God.
Damn it. We had just finished an episode when we heard a voice coming from the stairway behind the couch. I swear to God, if it says, subscribe to Disney Plus because the new Marvel series is going to be out.
God.
As clear as day, we heard a man's voice saying, hey, Kevin. Look at this.
Kevin.
Hey, Kevin. Look at this.
Kevin.
And, the ghost was standing there, like, rubbing his nipples and stuff. Hey, Kevin, look at this. He's got a dick in his hand or something. No, but that's not on this Reddit.
Oh, I was going to say, wait a minute. I started looking over because I was like, what?
We both whipped our heads towards it, and it was followed by the same voice saying, oh, shit, they can hear us. And that was it. It was really bizarre. Never had anything like that happen before. If we were trying to take a serious approach to this, and if this was a true, this truly did happen, are we talking time slip?
I was thinking about that. The different parallel universes. I don't think they're spirits. I think there's parallel universes.
Parallel universes with different times. or is it? Or you're talking parallel universes where everyone's doing the same thing, but something changed little from one universe to the other, to where maybe I am a very poor guy in this universe, but in the next universe I am doing well and getting laid by supermodels and stuff.
No, because there's just
You said what you saying in my parallel universe I can't be getting laid by supermodels?
Fine, have at it.
Oh,
but like,
okay.
There's still so much that there's still in parallel universes. There could be like one parallel universe that you're a scientist. One is like you're a banker. You're like a superstar or whatever. Just like different parallel universes. Like, doesn't matter which one it is. Maybe there's one universe where we have found out about all the parallel universes, and we just combine them, and we're going to be the next one to be combined. That's why everyone's still finding us.
Very interesting approach on that there, son. You got deep.
And plus, like, another universe can have more advanced technology than we do.
Yeah. Or maybe maybe something in the future to where you can actually go back, but being like cloaked, and then
like Harry Potter.
Like an invisibility type cloak, or just something that can make you invisible, so you can go back and watch the past.
Maybe that's why. Yeah, you're right. That's like a really cool thing.
But maybe this person needed to go back to the past to catch that episode of The Mandalorian. Maybe Disney Plus blew up somewhere along the line, and you couldn't catch that new episode of Baby Yoda.
But why would you do it like in the middle of the season?
I don't know. But yeah, so a couple people were like, "Well, use that into your advantage," and because they had a name. It was Kevin.
Oh, hi, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. So talk to Kevin the Ghost and see if you can't get any more interaction out of him.
Hey, is that all the comments? I love the comments and like Reddit and stuff like that.
You want all these comments?
No, I don't want all the comments. I just want a couple.
Sounds like you had intruders. There was a story like this where it turned out that a contractor who worked on the house made a little crawl space and and was watching the women from in there.
Cool.
Yeah, I've seen a movie like that where they were in the walls, because back in the day they used to put like fucking like 3 foot of distance between one room and the other in the walls. Cameras and audio in the house. Your neighbors are probably perverts.
See, I love Reddit comments, dude. I love Reddit comments.
One
more.
The poster goes, no cameras in the house or anything connect wirelessly like Alexa or Bluetooth devices other than phone. Then the person goes, then hopefully it's just some talking mice. Talking mice.
Okay.
Dicks.
Let's go to the next one. Like a next story.
All right. So but that is the number one paranormal Reddit story right now.
It's like I want to believe it, but I don't want to believe it because some Reddit users are just people that just want to put out content.
All right. This one here. It says, a disembodied voice helped me pass a field sobriety test. Any other similar experiences out there? All right.
It's the voices inside my mind.
All right, do you know what a field sobriety test is?
No.
All right. Let's say you get pulled over by the police and they're like, get out of the car, walk a straight line.
Oh, I would fail that anytime. Like, I can't even walk in a straight line to begin with.
Because they're trying to get you, trying to say that you're drunk or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. So here is the story. This was a pretty long one, though. This happened about 10 years ago in my early 20s. One night, I was having dinner with my grandparents. My grandpa kept going on and on about dangers of drunk driving. We are not big drinkers in my family, so it was fairly random. My grandparents had no idea that I had plans later that night to sing karaoke with 3 friends in a part of town that is notorious for cops basically handing out DUIs. I was driving that night, though I'd had 2 drinks about 4 hours before this incident. Not smart, I know. For reference, I'm a female, 5'5", and 105 pounds. How you doing? When we were leaving the bar, my friend was playing a video of us singing, and perhaps I was a bit distracted. I was almost immediately pulled over. Cop said I was straddling a line. A lane line. I can't say that. Lane line. Lane. I was honest with the cop about my personal alcohol intake. I hadn't had anything more to drink at the bar, just the two I had about 2 hours before we went to the bar. My friends had been drinking heavily, so their car reeked of alcohol. The cop mentioned the smell, and I said I need to take this sobriety test. I complied. Fucking hey, this is a long-ass story. I performed the entire test without incident, even though I was terrified of getting a DUI and barely holding myself back from shaking like a shitting chihuahua. Then the cop tells me he's going to breathalyze me twice. That's a little redundant. The first time I blew into it, hey yo, it beeped. He wrote the number down.
No.
Write my number down too, baby. The moment before I blew into it for the second time, going for a second time, marry me. A genderless, disembodied voice, like in my head, said clearly, "Put your tongue on the roof of your mouth." Oh, yeah.
God.
So the ghost wants you to put your tongue on the top of your mouth. I did that and blew. The cop wrote the number down. He then says, I could show my supervisor the top number. We'd take you in, and you'd spend the night in jail. Or I could show him the bottom number. You leave your car here overnight and take a taxi home, and we'll just give you a warning. The legal limit is .08. The top number was .081. The bottom number was .078. I was dumbfounded when I handed the cop my keys so he could move my car. He laughed and waved me off, told me to move it by myself by the time I was gone. I never did drink and drive anymore and refuses to get in cars with drunk drivers. I'm still grateful for who or whatever helped me out that night. So a voice in her head, I'll up in my, because she was drunk.
Exactly.
That's why you had a voice in your head, because you were drunk. Told her to put her tongue on the roof of her mouth to evidently that helps get your number down when you blow into a breathalyzer.
I don't know.
I don't know. I've never been breathalyzed. So is there any cops that listen to us? Is this a thing? Do they do multiple blows like that? What are you laughing about there, son?
You.
What?
Just you.
What did I do?
No, just continue. Let's read some of the comments.
All right, some of the comments. I don't understand why they don't just go straight to the breathalyzer, since they're going to do it anyway, regardless of whether or not you fail a sobriety test. The bottom number was different because you had already blown alcohol vapor out of your lungs. Yeah, that sounds about right. It wasn't supernatural. You ran over someone on a bike and they were begging for help, bleeding out from underneath the car. Now that's a nice Reddit response. I didn't hear any voices, but my sheer will to not get a DUI sobered me up enough to pass my field sobriety test, even though I blew over the limit. That was somebody else's post. I've never heard voices, but I've gotten out of 2 traffic stops when I could have been arrested and one where I could have died.
One more comment. All
right, we'll get one.
Just scroll.
All right, I'm trying to find a good one here. Unfortunately, Friday I saw a lot of reoccurring 666s while cashiering. That's a sign. Yeah, so... All right, so like I said, I think she heard voices in her head because she was drunk. Yeah. And like the one guy made a really good point. He goes, it went down because you already put the vapors out of your lungs.
Yeah, it's...
You would think that, if that was the case, most women would never be drunk if they're passing out the vapors because they'd never shut the fuck up.
Oh my God, you're right. You're right. You know what?
Be like, I don't know why I'm not getting drunk because I've been drinking here all night, drinking all these White Claws and these Liquid Deaths, and it's because you won't ever fucking
alcohol.
Because you won't ever shut the fuck up, Karen. All right, let's go to this next one. All right, we both heard a voice we can't explain.
That's why, because somebody is living in your house.
Yeah, all right. Hopefully it's not the same repeat one of that. This is my first post ever here on Reddit. It'll probably be my last post because you guys will run me off because I'm self-promoting my ghost story. No. So I hope I'm in the right place. Something very weird and possible paranormal happened that I can't explain. My wife and I have lived in a very rural part of northeastern Pennsylvania for a little over a year with our 2 dogs. We've never had anything like this happen before. Maybe a few noises that we've chalked up to the house settling, but nothing quite like this. At 2:11 this morning, we were both jolted awake by a woman's voice that said very loudly and clearly, "Wow!" The ghost tells me that all the time while I'm laying in bed in the middle of the night.
I want to take a drink. That's all I want. I can't even get that.
Why is that, son?
Nothing.
My wife grabbed my arm. "What the fuck was that? Did you hear that?" I told her I did. For a minute, neither of us wanted to move, but I looked around, and then my wife got up and looked out the window. There was nobody out there. One of our dogs was still asleep in the bed, and the older one in the kitchen was getting a drink of water. Now, I should mention our dogs bark at the sound of a leaf falling in the woods, and neither one reacted, because we all know there's lots of leaves being shuffled around out there.
Yeah, you're right. Look at leaves. I didn't even have to say anything about that time.
This voice was so clear and loud, it sounded as if somebody was leaning over us and then yelled, "Wow! Wow! That snail's fast!" and disappeared, which isn't the most menacing thing for a disembodied voice to yell, but it still freaked us out in bed. Bad enough. We weren't somehow having a shared dream or hallucination. Was it paranormal? Overlapping dimensions? The house settling? And yeah, the house was like, "Whoa!" The house was definitely settling, and the house went, "Wow!"
It's like saying if a tree fell in the woods, you could hear it. And then it's just like that tree going, "Ah!"
Oh,
like,
I fell!
Yeah, and then just like somebody's walking by, it's just like, "Oh, timber," or something like that. It's just so funny.
I need answers, and I can't stop thinking about it. Wow!
I mean, technically, it's not scientifically proven, but in my mind, I think you can have the same dreams as people right next to you, just brain waves. Because you and Mom usually have the same dreams.
Yeah, it was really weird when me and your mom, were together. We would definitely share the same dreams.
Yes, exactly.
So that could have possibly been what this one was, is that, because when you are really connected to someone, as I was with your mom, that you all of a sudden, you just link together.
Yeah,
and if you're sleeping in the same bed for, we were almost 18 years together. Yeah, you're gonna share that same brain.
I really don't know the scientific stuff to it. I just know that that's possible to have the same dreams as people.
Yeah, so we're going to read some Reddit comments here.
Please.
And it said, "This same thing just happened to me today. My partner and I were hugging before I left for work, and both of us heard the other whisper in the ear closest to each other. Freaked us both out, and then we realized neither of us had spoken. Because you guys are linking together." It says here, almost the same thing happened to me about a year ago. I was laying in my bed alone at night, trying to sleep, in a deep booming voice, kind of like the Allstate guy said, "Hey!" Clear as day, and it was almost like he was sitting next to me as I flicked my lamp on and looked around and asked who was in my room, but got no response. Since then, nothing like that has ever happened again. But also, I'm like 30% sure I'm schizophrenic, so it might be that. Well, welcome to the paranormal community. We're a bunch of schizophrenic people. There is a haunted crossroads in north central Texas where drivers hear a woman's voice as if she was talking in their ear, asking for help. However, some drivers have also seen an elderly woman standing on the side of the road. On the other hand, maybe it was a telepathic message, a neighbor, or a loved one, perhaps.
Maybe.
I swear to God that my dad talked to me in my sleep right after he passed. I was like, yeah, just you and me talking back and forth right now. That's how real it sounded. But he didn't go, wow!
Wow!
You know, it just shocks me with how many people are like, you know, yeah, the ghost said, hey! You know? Or why would the ghost be like, wow!
Exactly.
You see the size of this dude's dick or what? Wow!
That's not thinking about like what you just said, but like
don't we'll be talking about his dick.
Yeah, not that, but like you said, they just do random things, insane random things. Because like remember that one day where it moved an avocado?
Yeah.
Everything needs to move.
Yeah,
like, I'm gonna move this avocado.
Yeah, that was the weirdest thing is that, you know, we as clear as day seen the avocado moving on the countertop. Why move an avocado? Did you want some guacamole?
Yeah, because it'd be like everything else. You know, you can do like anything else. This avocado.
Yeah, so it's always really weird what they're. But yeah, that was a little taste of Reddit, paranormal Reddit. What was your feelings on paranormal Reddit?
It's me too. I can believe some things, I can believe some not things. I love the comments. Comments are my favorite thing of all time. On like either YouTube, just on everything. Yeah. Comments are funny.
Definitely. I've never really, you know, like I said, I dabbled in Reddit when I tried to promote our other YouTube channel at one point, and then they chased me off, and I've never dove back into Reddit. And I do apologize if you guys hear a crunching noise in the background now. My dog is crunching hard on her food right now. So if it's not paranormal, it's my dog crunching. But yeah, so maybe we'll definitely have to dive back into more Reddit here in a future episode. If you guys aren't writing to us here at
ghostft@yahoo.com.
What was that?
ghostft@yahoo.com.
What was that?
Can I please take a turn? But it is ghostft@yahoo.com.
Yes, you just can't get enough of that liquid death. All right, liquid death. Our non-sponsor sponsor for the show.
Seriously, you need to get the sponsor because it's really good water.
Yeah. So Liquid Death. If you want to sponsor Ghost Freaking Talking, make sure to write us at
ghostft@yahoo.com.
Yeah, that's where you can contact us. All right, guys. So that is our show for tonight. I want to thank everyone for tuning in yet again to a Ghost Freaking Talking episode. If you guys are listening to this before Christmas, very Merry Christmas from all of us here at GFT.
See, I knew something in Spanish. Spanish is really teaching me, I guess.
No, yeah, even though you almost failed it.
Hey.
Once again, thanks for Wolf Hollow for hosting us last week and for bringing us some Liquid Death. Liquid Death. If you guys haven't seen the Liquid Death commercial, I will leave a link in the description of our YouTube video because you have to see it. It's pretty epic, and it got this guy pumped up.
Yeah, it got me pumped up after I was just like, I didn't feel like it, and I'm like, oh yeah, let's drink it.
Yeah, let's drink it. Good death. All right, guys. So I am Nick.
I am Trent.
Make sure to subscribe here on YouTube.
And click that notification bell so you can notify when we push out another spooky video.
And make sure to leave a review wherever you have your podcast listening pleasure done. All right, guys. As always,
everyone has a story to tell.
Everyone does have a story to tell. So stay
spooky.
Spooky, ladies and gentlemen.